Hello,
FleshTubers
everyone,
note.
and welcome to DiceTubers, our D&D campaign, 5th edition. We are on episode 5 now. Let's get a little introduction
Of
of who my...
six?
Of 6, yes. Of my guests who we have here. Let's go in order across the table, as we always do.
Hi, I'm Dice Queen D. I like tabletop RPGs, and that's pretty much my entire deal. Yeah, if you want to do prep streams or hear those kind of things, I do that.
Gamer, that sounds
Yeah.
cool. And who else we got
Hi.
over here?
Oh. Hi, my name's Jin. I'm a Soulsborne streamer. I like to do challenge ends in Dark Souls games, and I also like D&D. I think it's fun.
I just thought I'm not gonna say what I. Hey,
No,
Olivia, why
by
don't
all
you introduce?
Hi, I'm Olivia Crowley. As soon as the stream's over, I gotta be locked back in the basement again.
All right. Okay.
Gonna be or get to be? There's a difference here.
I have to be locked back in the basement.
Have to be. That's
I
not
have to
really
be.
bad.
It's just like that. It's just like that.
And I'm the token flesh tuber. Hi, it's me, Lou. I'm a cool guy.
Who is a cool guy? We got a lot of cool people here, and we have a lot of cool adventures that have been going on, but some of you might not remember what happened last week. Thankfully, we have a little recap for you. Right now, here we go.
After carving our way through cultists and red wizards, with a few close calls on my part, we finally managed to save everyone who's in the bottom of the prison, along with a whole bunch of others, including a massive giant. We also came across a rather disgusting-looking monster in one of the cells, but much to my dismay, my companions and Beetle locked it back away and wouldn't let me add another notch to my belt. On our way out, we blew the hell out of the prison walls and escaped with our newfound friends, ditching the guards and red wizards. Then, while thumbing through our spoils of war, our illustrious wizard Luneth accidentally discovered a magic letter that gave us a clue about an important shipment from the northern gate. After seeing that letter, our friend Ash ran off to only Helm knows where, but given how quickly she left us, must be pretty important.
Wow, thank you. Thank you for that wonderful recap. That was great.
You're
That
welcome.
was,
That was good. Spicy.
that was nice, nice on the ears.
Spicy. Okay, Jen.
Okay, Jen.
I mean, I have other places where they're nice things in the ears. I just
All
can't.
right, no, sorry. All right. Lou, can you take you, the DM, take us away here now?
I will. And where else am I going to take it away but to the dusty, dank, and deranged, dark, corner-ridden Rusty Anchor?
Rusty Anchor.
You're darn right. Now, your characters have been here for some time. Some days have passed since the events at the Citadel of Corrections. Characters have, through your connections, have heard a little bit of hearsay, a little bit of gossip as to the goings-on of the city. Now you find yourselves here. It's nighttime at the Rusty Anchor, and as you're sort of mulling over your next move with the Thane resurrection, there, sure enough, you see what's manifesting here. Oh, Ash. Looks like she bathed,
Yes.
and she's returned.
Wait, I returned that day. I thought I was gonna stay at the
No.
thing for the. Oh, okay.
Some days have passed.
Oh, some days.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm very bathed and very clean, and there's like a nice, soft, like a soft flowery scent.
And as you guys are sort of sitting around the table here, why don't you all take it away? It's the news you've heard. You know what to do next.
Ash, you look nice, cleaned up.
So I went to do some info gathering, and I don't necessarily know if we have a mission lined up already, but I do have an idea what I think would be best, in our best interests, to pursue.
It's been quite a few days. It must have been a lot of information that you have extracted.
You might say that much, and she like kind of like scratches like the back of behind her ear, kind of like bashfully. Is that one?
Bashfully?
Bashful?
Bashfully?
Bashfully, that's it. So, bashfully.
Bashfully? She bashes the back of her head with her hand.
Oh my
Just
god.
starts tearing into her ear with her nails, like.
Oh
Ah!
my fucking god.
Yes. So, yeah. So, last I saw all of you on that odd sphere that you had, that odd puzzle thing. A certain face came out, and I recognized him to a degree.
You recognize that disgusting red wizard?
He is to be betrothed to my elder sister.
To
He's
your
already
married.
sister? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
what's that?
He's already married to your sister.
He's already married, though? I thought that was the coronation thing.
Yeah, your character didn't go to the wedding.
Oh, yeah. Wait, so how are we going to do the thing, though? I thought we had an invitation.
There is a coronation, but it's for
Oh.
someone else.
It's not a
So-
wedding, it's a coronation.
Ah, a coronation.
Her
I was
husband is
supposed
to
the same thing.
be
They-
given
they're-
the title of
Yeah.
Tharshan, which
Mm.
is sort of a local governor of a county or of a region in Thay.
Has nothing
Yes.
to do with
being
So-
named a
married.
duke, you know, kick-ass duke.
Okay. So that man is wed to my sister, and there's a coronation coming up for him. I have been invited to it, and I would figure, and she like leans in close to a group, that this might be an in to doing some real change.
Tell me, how do you feel of this red wizard relative of yours that you did not disclose?
My background is none of your business. Isn't that right? You and your patron Bloodbath, she says, corking her eyebrow.
I make no mystery of the fact that I am of the patron deity Bloodborne, with the sworn duty to murder the evil red wizards, to make penance for the fact of my own bloodline that I come from. I was born of the red wizards, and I will slay as many as it takes to right the wrongs of my bloodline.
You know, I'm trained as a ranger and an archer. I'll tell you that much. And the one thing you're supposed to understand more than anything are the subtle changes of wind, movements in the air, the smell of an animal shit. And I smell plenty of bull.
The only movements
Now.
in the air I want to hear
Anyways,
is your
and
direct.
she keeps talking.
Let's-
Anyways,
Let's get back on task.
we have an inn. I would like to see him dead, preferably. But if there's any other way we can do something during this coronation, this would be the time. His death would be very much preferable, however. I don't know who we should come forward to with this information. I don't necessarily trust Silk. Perhaps our contact, perhaps the person leading this whole thing, the one that we rescued that I still don't remember the name of.
Ronos.
Ronos.
Rhombus.
Rhombus. And so the question is, who do you think we should approach to with this?
I'm just glad That you have answered my question by telling me you want this red wizard dead. That is all I need to know.
I think that you're right. Silk seems to have lots of connections, good and bad. And maybe Ronos would be the best to approach with this.
I mean, obviously, Ronos is Silk's boss, so
Right.
that might be better than not.
Going directly to Ronos does seem like a good idea.
Plus, in a way, he does owe us a little favor, does he not?
We saved them.
We did save him.
So,
Your characters
Ronos?
are aware that those sort of named NPC are here at the Rusty Anchor.
I think we're like trying to, whisper across the table.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
You guys are
like,
talking amongst each other, but
It's not a whole
they're
thing.
somewhere around the Rusty Anchor. You don't. I mean, you see Pip and a few other familiar faces here. You don't see Ronos here actually, but you know he's in the house.
Taking a piss or something.
He's taking a bit.
Maybe taking a piss,
Pissing.
maybe making some piss.
Piss game,
I'm making
piss
some
game.
piss right now.
Wait, what?
I'm not expelling my piss, I'm making piss.
I understand.
Nice.
Diet Coke.
So, we do have an idea, so we should approach Ronos with this?
Yes. I think that
Okay.
figuring out who is going to tag along for this and then formulating a plan would be a good idea.
Okay.
By the way, Jin, I found this spell
What?
book, it seems, that I forgot to give to you earlier. And I just plop in the table in front of her. Perhaps this will be of assistance to you.
It's Luneth, thank you.
Luneth, I'm sorry. Sorry. I said in character, I said Luneth. I was just using the player name. I'm sorry.
I got you. Perfect. I should be able to transcribe most of these, and if they're useful, can you not gather the meaning and arcane nature from these?
As she's talking, I just say, I will now go find where Ronos is.
Okay. We'll flip through.
All you need to do is give a slight signal to the barkeep, a rotund man that seems to have his nose broken a few times. You're not quite sure if that's Lannis or not. You know he skulks about the Rusty Anchor. You're not quite sure who these nameless faces might be your contact, though the guy behind the bar just gestures, gives a fat thumb gesture to flight of stairs that leads down. Making your way on downstairs, you'd be well aware that this downstairs is where, well, there's 2 restrooms as well as some sleeping areas where Lilril and Hrim are staying in one of these rooms. You continue down the hall to sort of the kind of like the warehouse, or I guess the storage cellar-like area, where you could begin to hear a slight din conversation, one of which you recognize to be Ronos's voice, another Silk. They hush as you enter on in. Hey! Silk says as he turns around. Lady of the hour, welcome, welcome. Heck, take a seat.
Talking to?
Where are you fellas?
Who's he talking to?
I think he's talking to me. I started going down the
Correct.
stairs. I don't know if you guys followed or not, but
Yeah, does anyone else go? Follow Clarence?
follow
Oh,
or did I
me.
walk off?
I'll glance
Well,
through my
if you have the spell book that you already kind of sneaked a peek at. But you're like, okay, you didn't really know about that. It's okay. We'll say Sendri and Esh as well have made their way on down.
Okay.
There you see among the barrels and crates, Silk and Ronos, where looks like there's some dice. Maybe they were playing a game. Hey,
A
there
game
they
of
are.
dice, ooh.
Come on, take a seat.
Sounds good. Nice. Take a seat.
Sorry for the moody lighting down here. You know how much candles are these days.
The setting
Just like
suits
that.
me perfectly fine, thank you.
I'm sure it does. Think about what I said. I'll leave you to your business then. Strains his jacket up. And Silk makes his way and he leaves. Uh, uh, well. So, how can I help you three? Since he's picking up the dice.
S tier has come in the possession of some information.
That's so. What do you got? I love the sharing type.
My brother-in-law is to be the new. I'm sorry, what's the title again?
Farshin.
My brother is to be the new Farshin, and his coronation is in a few days.
Oh, congratulations.
I've been invited to the coronation.
Oh, should be one hell of a party. We haven't had a Tharshan here in the city for 100 years.
I rub my forehead. You remember that part of the purposes that we're here is to what's the word? Deal with the Red Wizards of Thay? Or did no one inform you of that? Why
No,
we're
no,
here?
no. I'm well aware of your bloodlust. Uh, but it's part of your family, right? So this is a good thing, no? No doubt he sides with your agenda.
No. He and I have no ties aside from my sister. We share neither blood nor interest.
All right.
So we are hoping that this might be the best opportunity for a mission or a way to hit the Red Wizards. It seems like the best opportunity that can be afforded to us.
Let me get this straight. You want to what? Get into this coronation and what? Murder your brother-in-law?
I didn't say that part.
Well,
I
I'm just
wink.
aware of your bloodlust, is all.
So you're not interested.
Oh, I didn't say that. Now, real quick, I'm not sure if you heard this, since we're sharing. Northern Gate over by the Enclave, east side of the city, of course. You may not have been aware that we do have an Enclave here. Anyway, uh, all the them Thayan warriors, right? They seem to move on over to those gates, especially the northern gates. Now, I have contacts up in the shanty town up there, and I've heard the Rixon men are helping smuggle some goods into the Enclave. Now, I can only assume they cut a deal with the Kazark. So, if you're trying to get in, I
I
could
have an in.
suggest maybe heading on up to the shanty to the north and make some contacts with the Rixon men.
Hmm.
Flennis, Jow, those two are good folks. Should be able to help you if you're trying to get smuggled into the Enclave, that is. Though I guess
Not.
if you're from money,
Yeah.
that's a language the Kazark knows how to speak, so that may be another way in as well.
That is likely the manner in which we'll be able to approach. It is a family connection, technically. So the
Alright,
manner
then.
in which is with this information. Do you happen to have any ideas in which, you're more aware of the city's you're more aware of what they've done, and you're more aware of the city's needs.
Mhm.
So it's not a matter about getting in. It's a matter of what should we do with it. We can kill him, sure. Will that really will that like positively benefit the city? Is
Yes.
there perhaps, aside from the standard murder here?
Well, have you spoken to the man before? You know, murdering a man that you don't know seems a little
We've
odd, even for
spoken.
me.
I'm not a
You
fan.
know.
Just assume that I have the utmost enmity for this man. I've spoken with him. I'm not a fan.
Well, what'd you say it was your sister? I mean, maybe you could get into the enclave and find her and speak to her about it.
You know what? That would be a really good idea, actually. Yes.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm full of good ideas. That's why they call me the boss.
If you were full of good ideas, how did you get caught?
Well, that's a different story that I'm not too keen to sharing at this time. It's, you know, not everyone has their best days.
All right. Is there any support, any sort of support you think you'd be able to offer us? Any
Yeah, if you head on out to the northern shantytown, just ask around for Ramus and Jal, the Rixton.
Ramus and Joe?
We've done
Ramus,
deals
John,
with them
Rixon.
before. Just say with the right ravens, and they're willing to cut a deal. They're good, honest smugglers. You know, got
Good.
the coin.
Is there such thing?
Yeah, you know, if you got the coin, pay for the services.
I mostly meant the good and honest part, but all right.
Well, you know.
Anyways,
Hard
thank
to
you.
get a take a
Thank
living
you.
these days.
Thank you for the insight, by the way.
Of course, of course. So I take it you'll be shoving off, and I guess before you go, just I don't know if you could talk to that tree lady. There's a bunch of stuff growing in the room that I gave her. I don't know if you could tell her not to do that. You know, it's could be
I look
doing
towards
wonders to the foundation here.
I can have a few words
Yeah.
with her.
All right, thanks. You bring a tree lady into, you know.
I'm sure she helps improve the air quality of the bar.
Yeah. All right, be seeing you.
nod.
Walk out. I'll head towards the room with tree lady.
All right. That
You went
sounds
over there?
it sounds like a really good place to start. Yeah, having a connection, that's good. All right. That feels good. We head back to our party.
Yep,
Well, I'm
so-
heading back to the room with the dryad.
So
Oh,
then
I
yeah,
head back to
Gendry and
party. You
Ash,
head
you
up
guys
with
I'm
go
just going
upstairs.
along.
Yeah, with you know, you meet up with Luneth, Claret. You knock on the door briefly, and after a few moments, there's like a little shuffling around, and then the door opens slightly, where you see the face of Hrim. Yes.
Hello, Hrim. Might I come in and have a few words for a moment?
One moment. She closes the door. There's some commotion, and then she opens it. There you see Lilro, the tree lady, as she's been known as. Kind of just her eyes closed, and she's just connected to the stone wall. You could see roots and the light growing into the stonework, and all these flowers and vines growing about the ceiling and the floor and the wall of this room. There's a
How
strange, like, ritual, like, or like altar is set up. Not quite sure. It's off to the left side of the room. There's bits of twigs and wood
Twigs
and
and
flowers
wood.
and the like. It's
how-
arranged in a strange pattern, but
How are you both faring here?
Oh, doing well. She's not here right now. She's elsewhere. Uh, is there something I could help you with?
Just a bit of an issue. It has been requested by the people who own this establishment, to perhaps not grow all over the building.
Oh, all right. I'll let her know that when she returns from the trance.
How are things going?
Things are going well. Uh, we we are here to make sure our debt is paid.
What debt is this that you speak of?
Well, we owe you. You rescued us. You liberated us.
Oh,
The debt has to be paid.
of course. I do not consider this a debt you must pay. I'm sure any help and assistance that we might mutually have would be, of course, appreciated. But dude,
There's, I've traveled with Lilrio for some time, and there's one thing of the Thay that you must know is that they do not go a debt unanswered. So, I'm here to make sure that debt is answered. Yes. So, if you need of our aid in liberating any more prisoners, whatever, really, we can't leave here until the debt is resolved.
that makes sense. But why were you both trapped in this prison, by the way?
Oh, I suppose wanted to be studied upon, like the others.
Where were you originally?
Not here, that's for sure.
Obviously.
It's strange. I was well in the queen waves of my. She kind of stops for a moment. I was home, and then I was drawn upon to a ship, tangled as I was. And it was the red-robed ones. And within a moment, I was lost in a strange space. And then I was in a dungeon, a stone. I was locked there. Luckily, Lalril, she had tried to help, but she only got herself stuck as well. My sisters are out there. They no doubt are looking for us. Severed as we may be.
And who are your sisters?
Oh, family, of course.
Well,
Don't you have family that look for you if you go missing?
I have severed myself from my original family
Oh, how'd you do that?
because I am born of the Red Wizards themselves. I have forsaken them all and made a pact with a deity who aligns in my true ideals.
What are your true ideals?
To eradicate the evils from this land, to repay my own debt I have for my own bloodline, to create such evils in these lands, such as the undead and necromancy.
I see. It's a noble cause. Makes me happier to know that I'm sure whatever deed you call upon us to aid you with, it will be a just one.
All my causes are in the name of my patron deity, Bloodbath.
He slowly nods. Yes? You've made that clear.
Thus, they are all just. Um, but if we need your assistance, I will let you know. But again, the people who own this establishment, I believe they just take issue with, unfortunately, her spreading her
Of course, we'll
finds
get on that.
throughout the building. I apologize that I must ask you of that.
It's understandable.
Before I go, is there anything that you two might need?
She looks, and then looks back at you. There was one, a moon elf, that has been, I take it, a companion of yours for some time. Luneth, you call her. I know it will be a matter of time until she figures it out, but just when the time comes, if you could ensure me that she will not act out of hand.
Act out of hand? What do you mean?
That she's, I'm not sure if you're aware of the Moon Elven, but there's particular relationships among the Thay that are not well.
I am sure that she will not trouble you any, and if so, I will ensure that this does not become a problem, and that relations will remain positive between us all.
All right. We'll see.
And I'll leave.
Goodbye for now.
Goodbye.
That sounds optimistic.
So there was I grew 2 times as tall as I am now, and I kicked them with my boot. You were there, you saw it.
And points to you, Sindri, as Claret, you return upstairs.
Yeah, you're really big.
He sits down. See what I tell you? Gesturing towards
You know what that means? You know what that means? That means you have huge guts.
That's right. I like guts.
He likes guts, apparently. Sorry to inconvene you. Yes, what were you saying about that again? Grumps and Pip continue the conversation. As Claret return upstairs.
Saying about I blink. I don't think I'd be talking to him, would I?
Of course.
So we have a direction moving forward. I don't know how much you want to keep working with us, but we have a way in which to hit the Thay and Red Wizards to a great effectiveness. We have a way into the Darshans a coronation, and we wish to disrupt that and hopefully send a message that this place will not stay under wizard rule for long.
Well, I do like a party. Isn't that right, Grumpus? Do you like parties, Grumpus?
No, I like parties.
Oh, well, he doesn't like parties. More for me, then. I'll pass it along to Jade. She
Honestly,
really makes the plans around here, so.
If I may say, you don't necessarily seem the type to be party members together.
What? Well, of course we are. Grumpus is a good friend of mine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's a good friend. Yeah, he's pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah. He helped me with the boots. Gave me the boots when I needed them.
Ah, he gave you these boots.
Yeah, got them big boots. I need the big boots. I need them. And he did it. Now I have them. It's good. Mm,
Yes, yes, yes. All right, all right, all right. But yes, so I turn over towards Clarice and says I was informing them of our headwind, our direction.
Tell me, do you plan of us to murder this brother-in-law of yours during the coronation?
That would create quite the message. That would be a good message. But honestly, what's ever easiest?
It could also be interesting to murder him before the fact and then see what they decide to do now that their plans have been interrupted by a death. It
Get
could be
Grumpus
interesting to see why they scramble. What was that?
up. Get Grumpus up that screaming.
Put
Having a good time with
Grumpus as the set Grumpus as the new head.
Mascot.
Mascot. By the by, has anyone seen Linus lately?
Linus?
Linus, yeah.
Not recently. Unless he's like in the tavern.
What happened to Hez?
We probably should speak
He's
to him before we make any hasty decisions.
Considering he is supposed to be our contact, our connection here.
Someone sits at the table. Not quite sure where they are. They just kind of sit down. How are the drinks? A half-elven man. Blonde, swept back hair.
The drinks
Okay.
are fine. How's yours?
They're fine. I can help it overhear your conversation. Continue as planned.
Well, it's kind of difficult to continue a conversation with it. There's someone here.
Considering we have a witness.
Who are
I
you?
say putting my hand on my rapier.
God!
A guy told us he heard of our plan, and that means he's automatically a witness. And you trust him innately?
He
Okay,
puts the hand
first-
on the table. Now. Magic has disguised myself for now, but you look into my eyes and you'll know who you speak to.
I look into their
Pop-
eyes.
Papa? No.
He just slowly nods. I've heard there's been some movements on the eastern side of the city. You are to investigate.
Eastern side of the city? Why?
There's been a lack of guards on the western side. No one seems to dare travel around the city tombs either. I've no doubt there's been given ample opportunity for the local gangs to gain a foothold in the west side of the city here. No doubt the White Ravens are growing fat in these past few days. But even still, there's a storm brewing on the west side. East side.
You did hear our conversation, yes? Don't you think we should act prudently?
Of course.
It sounds
But-
like you're putting us in a side quest, if I may.
Well,
Do we have the time?
Oh my god.
Do we have the time for that?
From what I understand, the coronation is at this month's end. We have 10 days from then. Preferably if you could get to the target before then.
Hopefully.
We need more information. That's
What
all.
information do we need? We go there, we kill the man, go in, get out. Easy.
Well, you see, there's a Perhaps you don't understand the gravity of the situation. There's not been a Tharshan in the city for nearly 100 years. The last one was Zolkir Samas Kol, the long since dead Cretan of a man, though.
You see Ash just look confused. Like she likes, if it's been clear, she kind of handles everything in like the most straightforward way. So she's like, "Why are we dialing on this? Like, what more information do we need other than kill the
All
person?"
that I ask is, I act slowly, just before you act decisively. Know why.
Hmm.
If this Tharshan to be is as you are thinking of them, then by all means. The gangs will continue to
Oh,
rule, and, well, I suppose we could continue to align ourselves with them.
Why are they coronating a new Tharshan anyway?
Precisely.
I think it's a symbol, right?
It's been some time since one ruled Priador. Bezentur is a profitable city, so perhaps that plays a part. I trust in your abilities to be decisive when need to be. Nevertheless, I will be here in the Rusty Anchor for the time being.
All right.
Or perhaps could we gather more information as to why they might be creating a new Tharshan?
Darsh.
Behind the walls of the Enclave, if you could get there, then you can do as you can. I am aware that there is a sanctum for the Enclave itself, which has its own library records. If you manage to get inside, I have no doubt it will be a fountain of much needed information.
All right.
Though I have heard that the coronation will be held at a theater behind the walls there as
Theater?
well. Well, yes. Some sort of performance. Many high names have been drawn from all over, it would seem.
So it's more than just say having a king.
This is all that I've been able to gather. This is why I am stressing you to look into this carefully.
All right.
Perhaps then we should take the time we have in the coming days to gather some more information about this.
I think spending time to figure out a smart way to go about this would be a good idea. As nice as it would be to just bust in and deal with the problem, if they are being appointed Tharchin, and there's going to be powerful people coming from all over, I quite frankly don't think we stand much of a chance, considering the strength of Red Wizards.
It need but not be said. No, it has not come to me yet, but God's be willing, I hope no member of the Zolkir Council appear for this occasion.
Why would that be a problem?
Are you unaware? Zolkir Council, the ruling Red Wizards, 8, one for each school of the arcane. If they were to appear, they would bring with them an army. To that
Army?
he shrugs.
Well, it probably wouldn't make a ton of sense for us to murder this red wizard at the coronation itself, where there are so many guards. I would assume we would want to take him out ahead of time.
Of course.
Yes.
This
I
would
think that's a good
disrupt
idea.
their plans, while also perhaps allowing us a chance to actually do it. I do wonder something, though. Ash, what terms are you on with your sister anyway?
My sister, um, quite positive. My brother, I would prefer a world without a minute.
Well, why don't we find your sister then, so that you can extract the information from her?
And then she looks like really like awkward about this. And then you actually see like a light little like a like you've never seen her look as nervous, and there's even like a slight blush on her cheeks. I don't think that would be proper to have her see me right now. And you know what? I need to talk to people, and she just leaves.
This is a good connection. Take advantage of it. And we have a saying among the Red Wizards, the devil you know. Quietly stands out. Up. I'll be here if you need. He turns off.
Thank you. Well, if she's not going to speak to her sister, how is that going to go down when she murders her husband?
She seems like the type to have distanced herself from family, and it would seem strange for her to reunite with her sister and then suddenly murder her husband. I could be very wrong, of course. I'm not the best when it comes to reading people, but I think that lots of our resources are pointing towards the Enclave. Perhaps we should look there.
That would make sense. Let's go find Jade.
You look around and you see her just kind of speaking with Silk briefly. Silk sees you approach and kind of turns his attention elsewhere. She turns her attention towards you. Hey there!
How is it going, Jade? How do things fare for you?
Going well, going well. Things are flowing as they should, despite some setbacks.
What flows for you, Kern?
Talking gold,
Hey, babe,
coin,
what's flowing?
you know, the good stuff.
Yes, of course. What if we could have some new information flow in?
All right. You here?
We want to find out why there's a new Tharshin being appointed, and if it's reasons we don't like, perhaps a little prevention of such Tharshins being appointed.
All right. I like the sound of that. I mean, business is good. Don't need no bureaucratic mumbo jumbo to clog it all up, now do we?
Especially ones that are the Red Wizards.
Yeah, yeah. Say, I don't know if you've heard you know that remember that Nolish fella that you were seemed enamored with?
Oh, Scar.
No Miss Fellow I was enamored with?
The
The
Knoll.
Knoll. I mean, yeah.
Oh, enamored's a bit of a strong word, but there was one that assisted me after I freed them.
I mean, hope you know that's a thrash pack. And listen, I don't know what is going on, but believe me, I love it. You normally you go up to the northwestern side of the city, you're gonna get, you're gonna meet some of them, but lately those streets have been empty. In fact, some of their stores have been empty as well. They're moving somewhere, and well, I think they got something going on in the city tombs. seen them at night, roving about, keeping us away. I guess they're setting up new HQ there. Eh,
The Knolls?
we'll take the other streets.
Hmm.
Soon the entire west side will be ours. Aren't you glad you picked us?
Why would they be heading to the
No.
tombs, though?
I don't know. Some dumb null stuff, that's for sure. Easy pickings is what I say.
I suppose having the Knolls as living partners is better than having the Red Wizards.
Eh, whatever floats your boat. But hey, if you need someone, you know, quiet like to look around a few places, just all you gotta do is ask. You know, we owe you.
We were considering looking in the Enclave.
Enclave, oh, that's so.
Well,
That's a high bar if you're setting.
if we're headed to the Enclave, maybe we can send them to scope out the theater or the sanctum. Spread our resources a little bit.
That would make sense.
Yeah, sure. I mean, they're all in the same place, as far as I could tell. Just got to get past those walls over in the east side of the city. You know.
What do you think would
Is
be
it-
the best? Oh, go ahead, Luna.
Oh, after you.
No, after you, Luna.
Is it terribly difficult to get past those walls?
Yeah. Not unless you like swimming. I may know of a few folks that may know of a few tunnels that may or may not find themselves behind those said walls.
And I'm assuming that once we pass those walls, it would be best to not get caught.
Oh, yeah, of course. Unless you have some sort of proper disguise. You know, those foppish type.
And
I do.
I mean, you know, I've been hearing there's been all sorts of folks coming in from the docks, being escorted right on up there, armed guard and everything. So, you know, you just say you're from who's it, what's it, and you know, I'm sure they'll be okay.
Perhaps I may be able to get us up there.
well, it seems we have at least a few different options, whether it's the disguise, the tunnels, or just swimming.
Yeah, I mean, you could just try to go on in the western side entrance into the enclave. I guess that would involve some sort of backstory and disguise. You know, you'd have to look the part, right? I could show you to the sewers down by the docks from the southern part of the enclave. It's been a while since we've gone that route. Maybe a little untrustworthy, to say the least.
In what way?
I don't know. Don't use that route much for a reason, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not like I'm afraid or nothing. I mean, if you ask, I mean, we're gonna do it. But it's just there's also the northern gate, the shantytown entrance. The Rixons run that gambit. So if you, I'm sure there's a few folks. Have you spoke to Ronos about it? He knows a few Rixons.
The
He
Rixons.
mentioned some,
Yes.
he said.
The Rixons were mentioned. That might be the path that we take through this.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm sure they'll ask you for something. They always do.
Do we want to try the Rixtons then?
What kind of things do the Rixons like?
Mostly what they run with is works of art. You know, sculptures, idols, paintings. You know, that sort of stuff. If you have any oddities, I'm sure they'll get real interested.
That could work out.
I might have a few things. Let's not dally too long though.
Yes.
Well, you know where to find me.
Thank you, Jade.
Maybe you and a couple others, without going too deep into the sewers, could maybe see if we can secure that as a means to escape after things happen.
Yeah, sure. We'll check it out. Me and the fellas.
Make sure
That's
to
what you want.
prioritize your safety. We wouldn't want anything happening.
Yeah. It's been a while since I've checked out that route. Let's see how it is. Stay in touch.
I'll be
Sounds
seeing
good.
you.
Hey, Pip! We got a job! Oh, of course. Oh, great.
Oh, no, no, what?
Grumble stands up.
Perhaps we should find where Esh ran off to.
Let's.
You find her outside the Rusty Anchor, breathing, looking up at the night sky.
Oh, it's nighttime?
It is nighttime.
Edgy.
A single tear rolls
she-
down her face as it gets caught in the moonlight.
We just walk up. Sup, Siscon?
Okay, there's no way you could have, and so she yells as she's
I'm
like,
jumped.
there's no way you could have discerned anything like
We're
that
not.
from that reaction.
Oh my fucking god.
We're not actually saying that.
Okay. But she says,
Have you regained your
Did,
composure?
she looks and like stoic as ever. I don't know what you mean. I'm as composed as ever.
We have a plan. We need an oddity, and we will be off.
An oddity? Like an oddity? What? An oddity?
Like a painting or an idol or something of the sort. We need a favor, and that's
Do
what
you
people we need a favor from. Like,
Do you think they'd like. Excuse me. This book of Leviatar? It's an interesting
Did-
one.
We did find a lot of things down there, didn't we?
There were the keys as well. I'm sure that they
Oh,
could find some use out of the keys.
There's also that little idol thing, but that was actually just storage for drugs, so I guess not.
the idol that was smashed.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. You may not want to bring up that you stole from him, but you know.
Probably not a good idea.
Oh yeah, we took from them, didn't we?
I'm sure that
Hey,
They
look what
don't
we
believe
found. You want this?
Sandry, do you have any ideas?
I mean, I'm not really the idea type here. I'm more of like the go along and fight things type. So, you guys seem like the more idea heavy folks than me. I lift things.
I do
You're our
have.
Grumbus. If that's
That
that kind of response sounds like being our Grumbus.
I'm a little bit of a Grumbus. I mean, I'm much more attractive than Grumbus, to be real.
I mean,
My boots are not nearly that big, though.
It's true.
actually, question: how attractive is Grumbus?
Not attractive.
Look.
You guys are 7 charisma.
Honestly,
Okay.
I really shouldn't be compared to him because those are some pretty big boots to fill.
Hey,
anyway.
We thought about our options as to how we would get in there. We will be sending off Jade and them into the sewers to secure a route of escape. We're going to try to get smuggled in with the Rixons and then search our way. I thought of the option that was mentioned by Jade of disguising ourselves. However,
I can get us into the party. We won't need to sneak in. I
What
would
party?
have to. The coronation.
we're trying to get into the Enclave to get some information
Why
about this
the
coronation.
Enclave?
I mean, that's kind of all connected
Alright,
together.
So we're gonna go to the Enclave. And so, what will we do at the Enclave? Will I have to talk about? Yeah, I will have to talk to my sister there. Okay. She's at the Enclave. Okay.
I would try to sneak in using my old name. However, I do not know how much news has spread of my defection. Probably a bit.
Mm-hmm. All right, so that's a plan. We sneak into the Enclave. I get to contact somebody, and we use that connection to get into the coronation, where we then kill the dude.
You are very hung up on killing this guy during the coronation.
It sends a nice message.
I think that would be difficult. No.
I think first we
I
should find
guess
more
we could do it
information as to what's
beforehand.
happening.
But the fact that we have like an into the coronation, not like that's a sneaking into sneaking in and killing him seems more difficult than just having an easy point of being into the coronation, right?
I just feel like
Because
we'll,
then
quite frankly, die. If they are powerful enough to become a Tharchin, then who's to say they can't just disintegrate us on the spot? Not
all I
saying
can
I've done
say,
lots of research into red wizards, but they are potent spellcasters.
regardless of the background, a man is a man once there's an arrow in their neck.
I'm more concerned with the fact of there being a possible army at the coronation, and that is why we need to get information as to what's going to be happening there. I might
That
be
is
quite
fine.
powerful, thanks to the powers bestowed upon me by Bloodbath. However, an entire army, I do not think I can contend with.
It's a blood ocean.
Blood Ocean, that does sound nice.
The stronger version. Once your patron evolves.
Yeah, you get a trait that upgrades Bloodbath to Blood Ocean.
Nice.
But yes, let's go.
That's a Final Fantasy reference. Because how would
Yeah.
So, perhaps there's too many unknowns. Your characters strike out into the night among the quiet, sort of labyrinthine streets here of this side of the city, eventually exiting the city itself, leaving the northern gate, and this northern gate, the high road northern gate. And again, everything just seems quiet. There's can't help but hear in hushed whispers among those merchants and the like in the main thoroughfare. The coronation, a great celebration is to be had, and the like. Soon enough, that gossip fades, as does the sight, sound, smells of the city as you are met in a shanty, a cobbled together scrap of wood and scrap metal makes up the housing here. Tents stitched together, leathers and canvas, barely making any sort of suitable and proper shelter, yet still people remain. Among the shifty-eyed folk that are here, among the filth and the few campfires that light the way, you eventually find yourselves asking, in this slight montage, asking a few folks, "Hey, I'm looking for so-and-so. I got a job. I got a proposition. I'm looking for..." Eventually, you are led to a... You thought there couldn't be a filthier tavern than the Rusty Anchor, but lo and behold, there it is right before you.
Nice. The rustier anchor.
The Rustier Anchor.
the rustiest anchor.
It's so,
No, we're
it's
not the
so
Rustiest,
filthy,
yeah.
it doesn't even have a name, it's just filth. It's made of looks like just like parts of a ship, just cobbled together.
It's called rust.
Awkwardly made. Looks like it was a land-born ship of sorts. A mixture of scrap, hobbled together to form this hub-like structure around tents and the like. You could see with meaty forearms crossed over, tattooed with anchors and heart moms, are sort of tough-looking men and women that just sort of eye you as you go up there.
How tough are ya?
Creaking steps on inside the filth. The door creaks open. Of course, it's never been oiled. This place is there's no oil anywhere. But as you enter on in, WD0 indeed. Only lit by a few candles. You could see folks mulling over. They'll kind of stop and turn as four, discernibly attractive women enter a filthy,
Discernibly.
dingy,
I take the
Town
I take the
tavern.
attractive thing as an insult.
I throw my hood up to cover my ears.
You see some folks looking at you.
Some good noises.
After briefly asking the barkeep a scar over his face, a fake eye, he just gestures on over to these four fellas at a table that are just kind of speaking amongst each other. One having horns like that of a ram, a tiefling, a red-skinned tiefling, another green-skinned half-orc, and two other humans, kind of speaking, and then like two other humans are women, dressed in rags and poorly maintained makeup. It's quite clear that they're harlots of some sort.
Nice.
After. Okay. Excuse
Oh,
me.
boy.
Are you the Rixtons?
The man looks on up, the half-orc man, who wants to know.
I, Claret Lotus, want to know.
Yeah. Well, I guess you've gotten this far. Hopefully not empty-handed.
Shit, do we have money?
We... Oh my god. I
Company like yours, I'm sure they got plenty of coin on them.
Plenty of coin.
what was the oddity we had decided on that we had?
I have a book of Leviathan.
Oh, okay. We may have some coin, but what if we had instead an oddity? I used the word oddity.
A what?
Oh no, he doesn't know what the word. He's too stupid to know what the word oddity means.
Oh my god.
We might have something
Plainly.
more enticing than coin.
Don't enticing. Still too smart.
All right.
Oh,
So,
he's not.
what do you want? Want to cut a deal or what?
We do want to cut a deal. We lower my voice a bit. We want to get into the Enclave.
He leans back.
Well, all right then. I guess we're taught how we're talking. That'll cost you. A lot of folks want to get into the Enclave these days.
Luneth, present
A lot of folks.
the book.
They gasp. The two other women kind of caressing the men as the men kind of look.
Man, look at that. That's a. Let's see.
Kind of picks it up,
Where did you get your hands on this, huh?
caressing the skin cover.
We have our ways.
There's no way to say caressing the skin that sounds appealing.
Especially when the skin's a book.
He puts it down, and he turns to the half-orcish man, just kind of nods.
All right. This will work. How many are trying to get in?
Us four are trying to get in.
All right.
Wait, what about the other people that are gonna assist us? No. Oh, that's just not the
They're-
uncle. That's not our party. Right. Yeah.
Right, they're scouting out the sewers.
Right.
All right, man. Just you four. Nice book here. Love your tar. You want to make it down to the Enclave. How's that sound there, John? I think it sounds pretty good. I think this will work just fine, just fine. If you four ladies will excuse me a minute, I'm just gonna
Kind of takes the book, nods, slight curtsy.
I put
towards
my
you.
hand. I lean and put my hand on the book, and I just look over and say, "Tell us, how will you get us into the Enclave?"
He lets go of his hand slowly.
You wouldn't have come here if you were doubting the Rixton's abilities.
We're not doubting your abilities, but I'd like to know your method.
You're a shrewd businesswoman. I appreciate it. Well,
Remember,
we have
we are ones capable of procuring items such as this.
Hey, it's to each his own, I suppose, but we have fellas on in the inside. I'll get you in. About getting you out may be an issue, but we can get you in
All
without an issue.
right. Tell me this. When you get us in, would your fellas on the inside have a way for us to have a look around?
Hey, when you're in there, you're on your own. All right.
That is fair. That is fair. One more thing then. How well guarded are the sewers? We plan to have a nice way out after we're in.
Oh, we're not going through the sewers. What are you, stupid?
Wow.
Well, by associate means the sewers are a no-go place. No. We're going right through the gate, you see.
I meant
A lot of caravans are moving through.
we know how you will get us in, and that is not a problem. You all seem generous when presented with such exquisite payments. So I was just wondering if such intelligent businessmen such as yourselves would have advice on how one might want to leave later. Not that you have to lift a finger to do so, but just some helpful advice.
Persuasion.
Oh, okay.
I like how there was a random screaming sound effect from whatever I'm playing. It's pretty good.
Boom.
Oh, 20. Oh, wow.
No, that was a stream.
Oh.
Boom. Roll 15 plus 5, because I am very charismatic and persuasive, actually.
You see this guy, he leans back and he nods.
Yeah, suppose get you on in, get you out. There's a fella on the inside named Doro. He works as a staffer for the Kazark, one that runs the Enclave, so as long as you stay in contact with our man Doro, I'm sure he could show you around.
Fantastic. I lift my hand off the book and say, I can accept this deal. Take it. It's all yours.
Look at this book. Look at this book. Babe, check this book out.
That's such a nice book, John.
Yeah, I know it's a Feel it. Made of skin.
Wicked.
Wicked.
Well,
Wicked
if
awesome.
you four ladies will come with me, there's a new shipment due to arrive in approximately 2 hours from now. Yes.
Fantastic.
Okay.
You follow this man. You know simply, perhaps this is Flenor. The other guy's name is Jal. But you follow Flenor. The woman that he was with just kind of stays almost. You barely even noticed her. She just kind of remains. She seems a little sad that Flenor left. But he gets on up and he shows you on out of the filth and out back into the shanty streets. Uh, he goes down a little bit outside and he just kind of gestures down the dirt way. All right, now shipment's gonna be coming on through the high road. It's gonna be crossing on over down right there. So if you wait in the corner over there, and then you'll see our fella Dorel. He'll be handling the exchange, and if you give him this, it kind of produces a coin. It's made of copper, and there's 4 holes punched through it.
Ah,
Give him this, and you'll take it from there. He'll allow you onto
Sounds
the
good.
caravan, and they'll bring it on into the enclave, and you'll be good to go.
All right.
sounds good.
Because it is good. Farewell.
Take care.
I always do.
Good.
You better.
just keep. All right.
Some
so,
time passes as rats scurry among the mud. Crows perching on the shanties here, wary eyed, disenfranchised people are out beyond the city watching. Do you do anything in particular as you wait for the contact?
No, for me.
Not really.
Did you know
Don't think I really
crows
do.
have strong memories and remember individuals?
Interesting fact.
Ah, yes, bird facts.
Bird facts.
Bird facts.
Is that what your patron Bloodbath likes to tell you?
My patron Bloodbath bestows upon me the knowledge on how to render my enemies rid of their blood through my blade.
So you don't know anything about birds?
Do I look like a birdologist to you? I was simply sharing a little fact.
Birdologist.
So while we're standing there, I suddenly have a curious thought on my face, and I just turn to Lunith and just say, Lunith, what do elves think of dryads?
They're neat.
Neat.
Neat good
Is
or
there
neat
any
bad?
pic-
Neat good or neat bad?
Neat. They're neat. There's no other way to really put it.
What do you
Neat,
what,
neat.
what
Got
do,
it.
what do you think of the
ask?
dryad we saved?
It was. Why do you ask?
Neat.
If I may ask.
Neat.
Neat.
I'm
Neat.
just curious.
Fae are fickle. Is a good way to put it.
Fickle? What's so fickle about the Fae?
Are you not familiar with anything that the Fae do?
I am familiar.
Super killy. Super murdery. Like, okay, so I'll go for it, please.
As someone who is distantly related to Fae, of course, I'd prefer to not have associations with them. I think that they are tricksters. I think that they're terrible. I think that they lure people into certain death. I would rather be torn apart by a demon than to live a life as a plaything for a Fae. Not to say that dryads in particular are terrible. However, they are Fae.
Man, tell us how you really feel, jeez.
Did just out of character? Did Lunith hear Clary speak Sylvan before?
For the sake of things, we'll say she zoned out.
She's zoned out. Okay.
She just, yeah, at the time, you know.
Okay.
You remember Beans from Rango?
Who's Beans? What's Rango?
What? What?
Is
No,
this a
Beans
meme?
from
Are you
Rango.
memeing me right now? What's this?
You don't know Rango?
What's Rango?
Name's Rango.
Is this from a thing? Is this a thing? Is this a
I
TikTok
don't
thing?
know.
Are you
I
too
don't
Zoomer
know.
for me to talk to
What?
understand?
This might be a Zoomer thing.
What's happening?
It's literally not a Zoomer thing.
I don't know what this is. This might
Is
be
that
a
what
Zoomer
Johnny
It's a
thing.
Depp where he's a
Disney movie.
lizard?
And
That-
it's Johnny
Disney
Depp
movie.
when he's a lizard.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
No, I don't know what this is still.
Oh
I think
my
this is a
God.
Zoomer thing. I think this is a Zoomer thing.
No,
There's no
it's-
way I
it's-
don't know
It's
this.
literally not. It's like a 2011 movie.
Oh.
So Zoomer thing.
Oh my God, that's like saying fucking whatever. You know, whatever. It's really good. You should watch it. It's good.
Um.
Are you gonna also teach me how to TikTok?
I don't even own a TikTok. A
You
TikTok.
don't have a TikTok?
I don't have a TikTok.
You don't even. Hey, you having a TikTok is the biggest surprise right now, all day.
Oh my God.
I'm
Actually, surprised you don't.
What?
I'm actually legitimately surprised you don't have a TikTok.
I don't dabble in the TikTok.
Can I get an insight roll from you?
Are
guys?
you even a good Zoomer?
Why don't you give me some insight rolls, yo?
An insight roll.
I'm a failure of a Zoomer. Zoomer.
You're zooming out.
My insight was like 8 or 9. 9. I say to Luna. Do you really feel that all Thay are these evil trickster creatures?
Yes.
All of them?
Yes.
Why would you think why would you believe that all of them are? I mean, doesn't good and evil exist in all forms of life?
Maybe in the material plane. Maybe not in the Feywild.
There's a lot of really murdery Fae. As someone that effectively is a hunter, the ones that most commonly cause trouble tend to be Fae.
Why, I have heard stories of Thay that try to create much good in this world.
Yeah, well, how did that work out for them?
I've also
It's-
heard of good red wizards. They're not common.
It's going fine, Lunith.
I'm staying out of this one.
Can I get insight roll from Sentry, Esh, and Luneth?
Ooh.
need
My
insight.
insight as a hunt. Well,
As a
since she's
hunter,
an-
I have a
as
I have
as an elf, does she get?
Big.
As an elf, does Jin get advantage?
A hunter. Hunts.
No.
Insight.
You gotta give us more you gotta give us more advantage. and
Good
stuff,
job.
man.
13.
You know.
-1 to insight.
Yeah.
9.
No, the insight
Wait, what
for,
do you mean
for
you have a-
something unrelated to the.
I'm not very wise.
-1.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Wisdom is. I love that dump stat. Anyway.
Wisdom dump stats are my
hey.
favorite. They're terrible because of saving throws, but holy shit, they're my favorite.
They're great.
Oh my god.
So some time sort of passes, and the weary-eyed looks of the haggard denizens here, the shanty town, kind of shuffling and wary. You can't help but feel a little awkward, and then they start to empty on out. As you notice, the caravan's running on through. This is a guarded caravan with the colors of Thay draped upon a heavily reinforced sort of carriage, drawn by 2 horses. As it sort of makes its way, you kind of watch it coming down the kind of dirt way, and then it briefly stops. You see a man and 3 other guards. Two guards kind of staying by the carriage, and a man alongside another guard. Both of them are armored in a similar way. Kind of takes off his helm.
Oh, fuck. This might have to do for a smoke around here. He takes, sure enough, a matchstick. He lights up. The area is cleared out. And to the majority of you, this seems like a normal thing. To Sendri and Lunef, it's very clear that this is there's some sort of mechanism happening here. You're reading the room quite well. And if there was an opportunity, now it is. Though, Sendri and Luneth, you can't help but notice that no witnesses are here. And these four are armed. It seems a little off.
Hey, something seems a little off.
Sendri and Luneth,
Yeah,
give me a
it's strange
perception roll.
here. Oh,
Perception.
Both of you two are like, wait, what in the...
Oh.
Little...
Well, here we fucking go.
Sendri, you don't, as you kind of scoping out this, the situation before you kind of enter on in it, Sendri, there's not Rick, not the man himself, no, but
I'm
people
seeing right through them.
of similar posture and the like are kind of creeping around corners of shanties and just sort of watching. Very clear, Sendri, that this caravan, this little group, is watched by another group of what you could surely see to be some sort of setup. It's clear that these perhaps are Rixons. They're watching whatever's to happen here. You don't have a good feeling about this, Sendri. Neither do you, Luneth, but something just seems off to you.
Yeah, I gotta get a real bad feeling here. Something's not right here. Something's not right.
What do you mean?
We're being watched. We're being stared down real hard right now.
Is that part of the whole thing, or?
It
I
doesn't
don't think
feel
it
right.
is.
It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right.
Do we not see our contact here?
As far as you could tell, this caravan, the man smoking, seems to be the contact. Very, purposely, outwardly, just having a small talk with the other guard.
Shall we give this guard the coin for the signal? Or...
Yeah, I think we should just try and, I mean, this is what we're here for. We should maybe get out of here as soon as we can.
Mm-hmm. I think we need out of here. It's not good.
Seems like the caravan may be your only way out. As, like vultures, you could see these others skulking. As you approach the man kind of smoking, he kind of turns his attention immediately towards you with a smile. He goes, ladies.
hello, I believe
Guy.
this is yours.
Oh, what's this? Kind of leans on forward. He just leans on forward. He looks. Puts it in one of his pouches on his belt. Right this way. He just makes his way very blatantly and over to the cart. He kind of takes out a key, he just unlocks the door.
Okay.
And in the interior of which you could see are several just barrels, just rows of these casks, like barrels.
Okay.
Might be a tight
A guy
fit,
that actually
but
deals with us plainly. This I appreciate.
might be a tight fit, but I'm sure there's plenty of room.
Thank you.
How can I get in with my thick ass like this?
These are your problems.
I'll squeeze it for you.
This man, you could assume to be Doral. It's simply just is smiling. He seems very happy, and like this knowing smile. Like, oh, go on in, ladies.
Alright, we get in then?
Get
Yeah,
me
we-
in there.
Alright.
Okay, we'll do this.
Maybe a bumpy ride, but stay close. He closes the door. You hear it locking. All right, fellas. That's enough of a break. Let's get this shit moving. You hear the footsteps, and then there's a sudden whip of horses. The cart begins to move. Stop right there. As the DM makes a horse noise. Hey, what seems to be the problem here? Just need a tribute. You know the deal. Walking in through our turf. Hey, I paid you earlier today. What's the matter? What's going on with this? Price is doubled, fella. I don't make the rules.
We're gonna have to murder these guys? We're gonna have to murder them? Sounds like a murder plot.
We have to murder them, then why are we
Commotion.
paying for a caravan?
A sudden commotion. Get it! Get the loot! Someone starts undoing the latch.
Oh,
There's
we're
commotion
being
on outside.
robbed!
Roll for
Can I-
initiative.
Boy.
Shit.
Oh,
No preemptive mage
boy.
armor.
Give me a second. I'm gonna go like this. You guys are just gonna roll initiative. Let her rip.
Poggers?
You got
Let her rip.
Oh my
You guys
god,
are-
I rolled a
Yep.
decent initiative.
Oops, I didn't select my token. I always.
Wait, where's our token? This map's so big. Over here. Click. Initiative.
Oh, it said no valid token was selected.
Yeah,
16,
just
we're
look at
good.
tokens, silly.
Well, you said just to roll it, and I don't see my token.
I don't.
Well-
Where's my token? Oh, there it is.
It's like the beard.
I don't have
the
a map yet.
resurrection.
Oh, lose muted.
Look,
and now I'm
Whoa.
unmuted. I was muted. Now I'm unmuted.
I haven't rolled a decent initiative since 2014.
That's all
Keep
Anyway,
my good
you guys
initiative I got.
right. Here's an idea of the situation. My
There we
man
go.
Doyle. Hold on, let me just go like this. Let me just go like that.
Wait. I lost my initiative. I had 16.
Yeah, I rolled 18. I'm keeping that shit.
All right,
I'm keeping my.
roll 18, roll 16.
I'm gonna roll it back. 16.18.
Yeah, you should be able to just put that in there. What'd you roll, Claret?
18, so 18.14.
18.
I rolled 5.14.
Point
Hell
14.
yeah, brother. Lyneth, what'd you roll?
Where's my point 14?
17.
17. Okay. Are you sure about that?
I am positive.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, but you're funny.
I'm a cool guy. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding
Oh,
me?
you're funny.
You know who you're talking to right now? Anyway,
I believe you're forced to call the GM cool, or else he kills you.
just what happens. The door swings on open, and the vibe is changing.
Oh no,
Vibes off,
vibes!
man.
The
Vibes!
vibe is now changed. Anyway.
Oh boy.
Ah! A filthy, filthy man rips open the door, and he looks for loot, and he sees 4 women in there. And he's, oh! And he summons on
really?
back. That's
just
more
say
than
so,
I
don't
bargained
worry.
for, but I love it! Come here! He threateningly gestures with a blade in hand.
Kick him in the dick.
I
Which
also show
one's-
him my blade.
Which one's the one who yelled that?
One right.
These guys? Oh, okay. So like the guards
Yeah,
are.
yeah.
The guards are with.
Imagine you
with
guys are
him.
kind of like cramped in this thing among the barrels, and this guy's blocking your way on out. Sounds like you're getting robbed. There's
So
commotion.
this
People
this
are
this
fighting
this guy
outside.
this guy right here.
That guy right there.
Okay. I pull out my sword
Yeah.
and yell, "It would be my pleasure," as I as I cast a hex upon this person and then swing my blade. Oh, baby.
An early nat 20.
Oh,
Nice.
baby.
Nice.
Hasty.
Don't forget, you also add 2d6 because of the hex.
That is so. Oh, because of the, wait, because the hex crit, it's 2d6.
Yep.
Yep, you double all dice.
All damage.
Yo,
Double everything. Just double it.
doubling.
You doubling right now?
We doubling.
LB, looks like that's 18, right?
Nice.
If my math
yeah,
is correct, yes.
I believe so.
You can describe how you defeat this man.
So as he yells that, I leap out, and my one hand, like I wave my hand to cause the hex, as my blade comes down from the other as I leap out of the cart, stabbing him directly through the chest. As I again had yelled, it would be my pleasure. And then as he dies and I rip my sword out, who else wants to be sacrificed to the name of Bloodbath?
There it is. I was waiting for that.
There we go.
I was really just waiting for the bloodbath line.
It's a fan favorite after all.
Do you stay in the cart or do you move out?
Well, I said I leaped out
Ha!
where he was standing.
Yeah, where we
And
were standing.
murdered him.
Luna,
Perhaps that will be extremely intimidating towards those. Although I don't get to roll that.
And I'll come here. Actually, I'll hop out of the cart. I'm gonna be caught in there. Staff in one hand, sword in the other, as I create a protective field around me with my mage armor.
Sounds like a Friday night.
Nice.
as you step on out, you and Clarette step on out, you see two men. Oops. There. Two men here with crossbows. They let loose. 19 versus AC, Clarette,
That hits me.
and a 5 against your AC.
Close.
The bolt whizzes by, cuts you 4 damage.
You said 5 and then you said close.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
Wait.
Clarette takes damage.
Clarette takes 4 damage.
Clarette.
Ash, your turn.
Okay. Okay. On my turn, I see. Okay. We're
These two
surrounded.
have cross.
They need these many people in order to like attack a small little like caravan here. That's
They're making the numbers. Let's go.
They're
15 to
making
14.
sure it succeeds. Not
That's
realizing
obscene.
4 murderous women are about to pop out.
Okay. You know what? I might as fucking well. I might as well. I'm gonna shoot this guy down here. I mean, longbow.
You poke out. It makes that sound.
25, 9 damage.
Gets him in the leg.
Um,
He drops his crossbow. Ah!
Is he dead?
No, he's alive, but and screaming.
Oh.
It hurts.
Would you like another? And then I go back in.
Okay.
I'm just gonna pop in
You
and out of
sons
the
of
caravan.
bitches! Ha! How about you? Ding, 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 ding. Noises are made as the guardsmen, the Thane guards, and these opportunistic thieves continue the melee. Sandra.
Okay, so I'm gonna this is the Thay dude right here. I'm gonna get out of the cart. I'm gonna go right this sucker, and I am going to
Battle music.
battle music. Yeah, battle music. I am going to rage, and I'm going to swing my massive greatsword right on down this dude's head.
You're standing in front of the guard
What?
of the caravan.
Oh, it's a caravan. I thought those were all enemies.
Nope.
I'm very smart.
No.
I'm very smart. I'm tired.
Please,
Okay.
please don't, please don't, please don't. Guys,
Go attack the vanguard. I'm
Just
attacking.
kill everything. Listen.
they're all dead. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm raging. No, oh, I'm gonna attack the bandito here. I'm not rage. Why do I have 7 rages? No, that's not how it works. I'm gonna rage. I'm gonna swing my breeze sword down this bandit here to my left. Or yeah. Okay. So rage. Attack.
Describe how you defeat him.
That's a lot of dice.
Oh,
just
That's
describe how you
apologize.
murder this motherfucker.
I roar with rage and my blade fills with holy light and I bring it crashing down on the bandit's head.
The blood rips on out, spraying overhead. Just mad.
Yeah, I cut him in 2 and I yell, wow, that's a real bloodbath.
No, bastard!
man.
This one charges on at you, Sentry, and swings and misses. This one drops his, having dropped his crossbow, having been gotten on this other guardsman, tries to flee. He does so by making that sound, limping all the way. You? This one drops his crossbow. It makes weird bandit sounds. He swings,
Woo!
continues to maul and maul. With an angry club in hand, this man is angry. And he does have a club in hand. Looks like the one that I made
Angry
into
clubber.
the... Go like this. Let me just go like this. Watch this. Watch this. Oh, that didn't work. Alright, let me just do this. 300 APM. Let's go. Okay. There we go. They continue to fight. Claret, your turn.
Okay, I need to roll concentration to see if I can move the hex since I was hit.
Mm-hmm.
Constitution roll, correct?
Yeah. You're good.
Cool. I am good. So I will then, let's see. This one was this one hit by Sentry or?
No.
I think the one
I'm
hit
trying
was
to
the
hit
sentry got
Sentry,
cleaned up.
but he missed. The one that Sentry hit was destroyed.
Oh, that one's
Absolutely.
already been obliterated. Okay.
Fucking obliterated.
His wretched
Um,
life ended.
Is this terrain?
It is terrain.
That's
It's just
shit.
scrap. It's heap. It's filth.
Heap of
This is a
scrap.
place.
My goodness. All right, so I will insert myself up through here then, and I will step in and you know what? I'll move my hex onto this one, and I will swing my blade upon it. I will try to slash him. 13.
You swing. Ah! The man yells out. Ah!
I catch him. All right, I gotta do that. I got. All right, hex damage. Yeah, give me that 3 necrotic.
Luna.
Our driver's having a little trouble over here, so I'm gonna bust out something that I. Just kidding. I didn't have it prepared.
Bustin', 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 bustin'.
Always down to bust. Okay, I'm gonna use a bonus action as I run over here to help out these two. I'm gonna wreath my sword in the shadows once again as I cast this thingy. That costs a spell slot, and I'm gonna try to hit this guy. Whooshya! 13?
You defeat him. Describe what happens.
Yeah. So as she runs over there, she just holds her sword out, begins to become wreathed in that sort of really dark, black purplish energy, and then with one swoop straight up from the ground, she just cuts straight into the sky
That's
from
pretty edgy. Ooh,
their
ooh,
hip to their shoulder.
Oh!
Ooh,
Ash.
ooh. Like an edge coming out of
I'm
Lunith right
gonna-
now.
I'm kind of cool, aren't I?
I'm liking the
Yeah.
edge out of Lunith. Ooh, ooh.
Yeah. Can I attempt to No, I don't have intimidation. I do attempt to like yell out. We are obviously more than well equipped, and we have a big one over there that can just dice end you in half. Are you sure you do not want to quit? And I like look out towards any of those evil people.
They're busy fending for their lives. But
Man,
you
if
could give
only.
me a intimidation roll.
What about persuasion?
Persuasion could work too.
I'll
And
take it.
I need an ability that lets me do an intimidation roll every time I yell bloodbath.
Never mind.
It seems like you're very wise. Goes on deaf ears.
I shoot one of those bandits in the bottom left. I think that's the last one there, right?
Bottom
It
left.
seems so. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot that one. Okay, never mind.
Guess what happened? He falls to the
They're
ground.
dead.
Sounds like you're better at murdering them.
I know. I'd rather not be.
Ricard looks over his shoulder. Thanks. Doom, 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 doom. Moves in. Ricard's continue to move in and fight. As they do, the thieves try their best to survive, but eventually they're ousted. Yeah! Run! Flee! They run and flee.
I look like Ash looks out from the caravan and says, "I feel a little bad."
Get back in the cart. Come on. We have to get out of here.
Mm,
Definitely
you're awfully bossy for someone that just saved your ass.
Yeah. Come on, girls.
He'll just rush to get back in the car.
Yep,
Dispel.
get back in.
I never left, so.
I didn't really.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have to go up to people to hit him. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm some sort of mage, but no, I have to stab somebody with a sword.
The doors close as you clamber back on in. The wheels move. And on you go. There's no further commotion or worry, though you could hear it in the quiet, the sounds of the horses. A sudden attack. Not good. You do then hear the general din of more people, a commotion, a gathering of sorts. Shouting, screaming, cursing. How dare you! Much hubbub is to be had here in the northern gate. You cross right on through. Cutting the line of VIP status, you got important cargo. And sure enough,
We are
you find
important.
yourselves passing through the gate. Before you're stopped, the cart comes to a slow. We're gonna have to do a search of a caravan. We've had some unfortunate incidents earlier this day. Surely we can. I mean, come on, fellas. I've been running these wheels for all day. How many trips have I done already? Listen, I work for Kazark Byron. Okay, do you really want to be upsetting him right now? I mean, I don't want to have to tell him that you're slowing down the merchandise here. Uh, go right ahead, sir. Thank you. The wheels continue. The sounds of hubbub fade behind you as the carriage comes to a stop. The door opens. Come on, come on, let's go.
We hop
All
out
right.
very quickly.
Hop on it.
Hopping on out.
Just fix yourselves up nice. You're in some sort of stable. There's a few other carts being emptied out and unlocked by their guardsmen. He gestures to a nice manicured path. You can see these nice gated community that you've entered on in. The beautiful tall rise buildings, and one in particular has several domes to it. Another one as well as these sort of gothic type architecture style with this these dancing skeletal sculptures in the stone just around the outside walls of it. And a third has a strange protrusion that it's a telescope, but it looks strange and arcane. Interesting. And it towers high
Does the
above.
building have neon lights that say Enclave?
Oh my god.
There are strange lights. They don't seem to be lanterns themselves. They seem to be magically arcane lights that are lighting the entrance to that strange place.
Mhm.
The man Doral just listen. I don't want to know which lord you're servicing. Just go on in there, make yourselves pretty. You'll fit right on in. If you go right there, he points onto the building with the telescope. You'll find the quarters are being situated by Rhea. Just tell her that Doral sent you, and you're here for who are you here for again? Doesn't matter. Come on.
Uh,
You're
Yeah. If
ushered out into the sort of the main private thoroughfare of a well manicured garden estate.
what?
The men continue to take off the barrels of the wagon and unload. You could see there are other people just sort of lollygagging, enjoying the starry gaze, the starry skies above. As the folks here, you could see that aren't Thane guardsmen. You see two types of people: Thane guardsmen and aristocrats. These are people with big, bold, beautiful dresses, just casually flexing on each other.
What do you mean?
What? Just, just go to the building there. That's the sanctum. You'll be staying there. Just ask for Rhea.
Rhea.
Right. Got it.
Yeah, the
Okay.
lady of the house.
Of course, yes.
Okay.
Toilets these days. Well, let me help you with that.
I think there's been a miscommunication. I say amongst the four of us.
And that is.
Just a little bit.
Should we go to this Rhea, or should we just go off and on our own business?
I believe Rhea would be, I assume, would be the one that would potentially get us dressed and situated.
This could work
So
for
we don't
infiltration.
exactly stand out.
Perhaps we should
Yes.
go there. Yes. Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
All right, we go.
You could see there's the road work here is beautiful, beautifully crafted masonry of stones, not even just simple pedestrian brick. You can't help but marvel at how clean these pathways are. It's like moving through a beautiful private park where these gargantuan, imposing buildings reside. Of course, protected by all sides by the wall, except for the south side. You could see there's a private dock, apparently, where you see a few rather opulent vessels currently docked. You make your way onto the strange telescope-like building, where you could see it's the path is flanked by these standing lights. It's a strange, they're, each of which are a strange arcane device. They're not simple sort of oil lanterns that you'll see out in the street of Besanter. No, these have these strange sort of skeletal hands that are open, and hovering above are these bluish cold lights, this strange magic that just sort of orbiting there, and just lighting the way. Soon
Interesting.
enough, you're drawn, see, to the main entrance of the building itself, 10-foot wide double door, beautiful oak. To the left is a little waiting area. You could see a few benches and beautiful floral arrangements, bushes and shrubbery are there. A few people are currently sitting on the benches and quietly discussing something amongst each other. You see one of them kind of turn their attention towards you lot and almost seems to hover. You don't really see their feet move, just kind of very graceful as they make their way on over towards you.
Mm-mm.
Welcome, she says. Her robes are opulent to say the least. Welcome to the sanctum. Might I have your names? Or are you servants?
We are envoys of Doma. Was it? Is that his name? Doma? I don't remember.
Doral.
Doral,
Doral.
same thing.
Yeah.
Doral, Doma. Actually, is notably bad with names.
The woman just kind of looks at you. All of you.
And and
Yes.
Ash looks like it's still questioning if she got the name wrong a second time. Dura?
Doral.
Fine, I suppose the guests will need their entertainment. I'm Rhea. I'm the matron of the house.
Hmm.
All I ask is you keep your noise to a minimum during sleeping hours. That is, of course, the moons are at their highest, onward to dawn.
Mm-hmm.
Do you um, hail from an enclave, or are you freelance?
I act personally. I'm not necessarily. I was with these companions till now, but I am personally sent from House Silverlake. I am here to speak with Alicia.
Silver Lake. I'm sorry, what is your name?
My name is Ashette. Uh, just a servant, of course.
She looks extraordinarily confused. Almost, you could see her brain stunned. And then she slowly kind of. Girl, you're no servant here. What do you. These are your handmaids, I take it?
Handmaids. If only they were more attending.
Yes, I could see.
What?
Perhaps that is your personal guard then. She kind of looks at Sendry.
Yep.
Sorry, I didn't know any more silver.
I have
were in
a
attendance.
guard, a scholar, and a jester.
Right?
It will be no jest once I invoke them.
Absolutely adoring.
Alright. Well, then, can I see your invitation? If you are.
I hold out a card. I hold out my card from before.
Oh. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry about that. It's been a long few days for me. You'll have to wait this time with the other guests right over there by the benches, where the quarters are currently undergoing a bit of a process right now, but it won't take it won't take much time to have your room ready.
I don't need a room. I just wish to speak with her. We'll be in and out as soon as possible.
Like a burger. I don't say that in character. I do not say that in character. That's out of character.
All right.
Oh my fucking god.
Well, a room will be afforded to you nonetheless. There's no need to be modest. The Kazakh is welcoming to all lords and ladies, even if they are Thayan, per se. So please sit over there while I make the arrangements and let the house know that the Silver Lake has arrived.
Damn it. Anyways, don't pay much attention to that. It's a cover. She doesn't sound very sure. Ash is very bad at lying.
Does a double take, looks back at you. Do you jest?
Oh, I was talking to my party, by the way. I thought she already left.
Okay.
I thought
She kind of leaves and kind of gestures for you to head on and just kind of wait in the garden.
Yeah, let's head on and wait in the garden. Hope we don't get jumped for some reason. Ah! Okay. Please don't.
Here
It
you
wasn't.
see another opulent couple kind of sit here. One woman and another man that seem to be in a widely decorated regalia. Something seems off about the man, particularly his eyes, just seem to glow ever so slightly. The two of them, nonetheless, kind of smile but continue speaking in quiet conversation among the two of them.
Glowy eyes. That's
Always
normal. That's a normal thing for me.
Yeah, absolutely normal.
For me, it is.
Commonplace.
You've seen my eyes glow all the time.
Do they?
Yeah.
I don't stare into people's eyes very often.
You should.
Esh the unobservant.
She doesn't have a good. Does she have? She has perception. She doesn't have insight. She doesn't pay attention to people.
She perceives your eyes glow. She does not remember that happened.
She doesn't remember people's names either.
Perceives things, immediately forgets them. So, we're just going to wait here, then speak to your sister?
That was my plan. Did you have another?
Makes sense.
I was hoping. I was just asking where she was, and then she asked questions, and I'm not good in social scenarios. I could have gone cleaner.
I'm sure.
Or far cleaner.
But perhaps we'll still get what we need to have done, then we can get out of here after we get the information we need, because I don't care for this place.
Me neither.
Yeah, same.
It's always been stifling. So we wait.
Okay.
Just wait.
Characters wait for a little bit. Enjoy a polite conversation. The other two here don't seem willing to speak to you as they.
I don't try to.
Polite. Remain polite and keep to their own. Eventually, you do see Rhea return, although she's flanked by two others, donned in red robes as they are.
Another bitch. What is this?
Yes, Miss Silverlake, was it?
Mm.
You and your company can come with me now.
I looked towards Sentry and they said, "Don't do anything," and we moved.
Don't worry me. I'm sitting here. I'm the calm one. We're about bucks over there.
And yet you rage. Curious.
Oddly enough, I have some self-control.
You hate Red Wizard. That's like the main thing I know about you.
I do too. But
I might invoke Bloodbath, but you rage while
will-
killing them.
I do rage, but it's my god's fury, and I can restrain it. I'm a bit more restrained than you are at times.
Imagine restraining the powers of your deity. LeMayo cannot relate.
sometimes you have
Say, well, I'm
to.
sorry, did you say
know,
le mayo, like mayo, like mayonnaise?
Don't worry about it.
I can't be here anymore. Anyway, yeah, discretion is better part of valor, and Helm is all about valor.
All right, we follow after them.
You see one of the, as you sort of get up and approach, you see one of the red wizards just makes a slight incantation and a gesture. And you could see a few sort of strange geometric symbols appear before them. Then below their robes, you could see their eyes flash for a moment. And then kind of looks and leans on over and whispers something to Rhea's ear. She kind of leans in. Hmm?
Fucking these guys.
Hmm.
And then she nods and smiles. Follow me.
I consider casting in company to be quite rude, by the way.
Oh, it absolutely is.
Oh, well,
I
you
didn't say that
seem
again.
to not quite sure who you were, so it's just a normal precaution, you see. If there's any illusions about you, we wish to see you as you are.
Feel free.
We did.
Can we hurry this up?
You follow Rhea and her staff as you enter on into the sanctum itself. The doors seem to open by themselves. They don't even touch open them. There's automatic doors. Sure enough, you are met with beautiful stonework, works of art, just oozing from every nook and cranny and wall of this place. The strange designs are on the ceiling and the floor. If you have Arcana, you could give me a roll. As you enter
Ayo.
on in, this
Arcana.
sort of initial
Yeah.
lobby.
Sorry.
We all know shit.
It's just this main circular room, beautiful works of art. Notably, there's these statues on the left and right hand side, flanking their faces skeletal, a giving sort of posture. They're sculpted in strange symbols on the floor and the ceiling, though artistic. The interiors here are lit by the same bluish orbs of arcane light. There's a few more plush seating couches in here, but you continue through another set of double doors on the other side of this room that open automatically. And this opens on out to a courtyard, an immediate courtyard where you can look around and there are four tower-like structures, three behind you, notably smaller, and one central main one of which you're approaching. In the middle of this courtyard, there are a beautiful array of shrubbery and the like, as well as macabre statues, most notably a centerpiece with these bat-like wings and skeletal face. This robed figure has its arms stretched out upright as if for an embrace. You walk around that and approach the other end of the courtyard. And Rhea turns to you all. If you wait right here. Then she approaches the door. The doors open. Briefly allowing her in. The doors begin to close immediately after she passes. Leaving mirror company the two red wizards. In the middle of a beautiful courtyard.
Awkward. We could kill them right
Awkward.
now, but
This does feel like a bit of precarious situation here. Are you sure she is retrieving your sister?
I hope so.
Are you sure you are on good terms with your sister?
Estranged, but we are on good. It's been difficult. I somewhat left the house. Wait, well,
Mommy, I mean.
I left the family very soon after her engagement. And they've ever since tried to bring me back. And I come out of nowhere, obviously demanding an audience with her. I'd have complicated feelings if I were her.
Is
But
this
I
is this
look
where you
down,
grew up?
she's really good to me. No, no, this is nowhere where I grew up.
Hmm. You sure your sister's here?
This is where she was taken from me. I mean, sure. I'm I think if it wasn't clear by now, and she says, I might have some connections to a certain mercantile family uh, that might be responsible for minting all the silver in the gray region.
I ponder this and I take out a berry and eat it.
You feel you're healed 1 hit point as you feel its curative properties suddenly flush through your body. Interesting. What a good berry.
What a good berry.
There's a
Ha!
You wait a few more moments, and you hear commotion. Not at the door. No, that ahead of you remains closed. Above you, there's a slight balcony that rings the entirety of the courtyard. You could see on the north, the north and southern end of the courtyard, there's a set of beautiful stonework stairs that go up to the second tier. But above, in the balcony, you could see there is a gathering. In fact, Rhea is beside another man who kind of looms into view. You don't recognize this man, any of you. Um, he, like many, are dressed in rather wonderful attire. When he speaks, it's almost as if he's standing right beside you, though he is almost 20 feet above. In a strange auditory displacement.
Are you going to throw us to another hoop? I yell upwards. I wish to speak to my sister.
You are
I
no
mean,
place to make demands, a wayward sister of the Silver Lake. I am Kazak Byron. This is my home. You have entered unannounced. I do not know where you've gotten this invitation, he holds in his hand. And I demand answers immediately.
can I am a shed of House Silver Lake. I have been duplicitous, and I am not good at being straightforward.
I'm not good.
I wish to. I want to. And it's been a while, but I wish to speak to my sister. I've been told she's having a coronation in due time, and I thought to connect with her before then.
He rolls up the invitation, puts it in his robes. Quarters will be made for you at once. Feel free to
Can
stay
I
there for
not
the
just
time
speak
being.
with her?
No, that wasn't clear. She'll not be seeing you, not in my house, not in my sanctum. I'll be giving you quarters. That's the least I can do for the Silver Lakes. You and your company could stay there. He turns and kind of you see him leave the balcony and out of line of sight. Rhea lingers a bit, looking down before she too leaves.
It's going to be a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be.
One of the red wizards just quietly, if you'd please follow me.
Follow them.
These are some great terms that you're on.
I was hoping it would be better. I didn't realize she'd be surrounded by controlling assholes. I say very loudly.
Red wizards kind of air a look.
I'm
face,
mostly trying to
please.
yell loud enough the other guy can hear me too.
No doubt he, no doubt he. The red wizards very, very pleasantly, um, despite the company perhaps of your own internal feelings. They show you to sort of like one of the pathways lead to another set of double doors in the northern end. Leads to one of the towers, one of the three smaller towers, this northern one. As the doors again just gestures a hand out, the doors open by themselves. Inside of which you could see rather beautiful displays of some strange arcane instruments accompanied with books just sort of on display. See a few other kind of aristocrats interested, speaking with a few other of those robed in red. The aristocrats kind of looking, oh, that's interesting. What is that piece there? Oh, and continue to speak. At the same time, you could see a pair just approaching a red wizard that is standing before a tall column of blue fire. It doesn't seem to give off any heat as this room isn't like boiling. Um, After a few moments, the red wizard just kind of gestures behind him. The two enter, immolating themselves and disintegrating within a few moments as they walk into the flame. They don't scream.
Oh my god.
No, they don't scream.
No one seems to care. Though some eyes do shift as you lot enter. One of the red wizard's gestures. If you enter the flame, you'll find your quarters due on the northern door.
Are we alone now?
Until you step until you light yourselves on fire, there's
We have to?
approximately three sort of bougie aristocrats and four red wizards, one by the flame, two next to you guys, and another speaking to some aristocrats here.
I talked to them. We have to go through the flame.
Yes, that's how you get to your rooms.
Fine. Light us, and we'll go. We'll go through.
Off we go.
Never mind the displacement. The feelings will pass momentarily.
Off
The
we
two
go.
show you to the one red wizard, a woman, sort of bald, tattooed as she is. She has these kind of striking eyes as she looks up as you four approach. She gestures her arms out. 4 new souls for the interim. One of the red wizards. Yes, by word of Kazak, Byron. Of course, she says. She step forward into the flame. You'll find your room thus.
I walk forward just very quickly. I'm tired of meeting all these other people.
Yeah, same.
Uh,
Both their forms are immediately gone as they step into the flame.
I look over at Lunith.
It,
You see their clothing burn, their skin, skeleton, and then nothing.
oh. I, as unsavory as they might be, their magic is generally reputable, I suppose.
Time to join the skeleton war.
I don't like this. Can we do Arcana checks on that flame that just happened?
Yeah.
Cool.
Hey, just trust the red wizards. I mean, he got dressed down by the guy that owns this place.
Doing their
Trust-
shit.
I need to.
Ooh. Both of you recognize the sigils around the flame, some conjuration magic. Seems to be some sort of teleportation device.
Fair enough. Let's go.
Hoocha!
You feel your body break apart until nothingness, and very briefly, you all feel a feeling of non-existence and then re-existence. As you find yourself stepping out of the flame, there you see there are 4 doors around you, each cardinal direction. The northern door just opens by itself. The interior here is lit by strange magical orbs of light, hovering above macabre skeletal structures. Inside the room, there's no one else here, but the room that you're afforded with has 4 beds and rather opulent interior design.
Cool.
I go into the northern door, the one that's opened.
All right, go.
Sure enough, the beds are made,
inside.
everything's made, beautiful, ready and prepped. There's an outfit ready on each bed.
Oh, we have to share a room. Ah, man.
What do the outfits
Oh
look
no,
like?
I have to change my outfit in front of 3 other discernibly attractive women.
Oh no! What a shame.
Ash just likes being alone.
I'm just gonna have to sit here and watch. I mean, I'll turn away. Don't worry, it's fine.
I guess I'll go. I assume there has to be some kind of
Great.
decency, like
That's
a
great.
decency screen around here.
There's some sort of room dividers.
Perfect. I go behind one of those and change.
Clara just says, "If we must," and then spoons Luna.
That's my job.
Must.
If we must.
No, that's my position.
It does
Yeah, I
take you a moment, but it is very unnerving when you realize as you step into the room and you're kind of lost in the beautiful sort of opulent design of this place and the strange arcane sigils and the like. You only then realize your weapons are gone.
Bitch, my bow.
It would seem so. Any sort of non-magical weapon, the
Bad.
blade at your hip sentry remains. The long sword, which I assume you have on your person,
I do.
but the greatsword is gone.
Oh man.
I can, of course, reform my weapons. However, that's
You know,
No.
as you guys are like, oh look, this nice dress, my look at us. Oh wait a minute.
If anything, I'm the most completely disarmed here. God damn it. Oh man, my bow, my rapier. I had 2 hand axes I never used.
Your shield. Any sort of arms.
I still have my
Armor
berries, right?
remains.
I still have my berries.
Armor remains. Berries remain. It's magical.
Oh, hell yeah, I got my berries. I can love my berries. Do we have our magical components?
Wait, hold on. Oh yeah.
Magical components remain. Anything magical.
Okay.
remains.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Any magic
So I guess I
weapons.
don't have to resummon my weapon then. I guess that's nice.
It's there.
Save.
You all realize
couple
that
seconds.
more so Esh, perhaps than the others.
Wait, shit. Sorry, I zoned out for a bit. Does that include my arcane focus?
No, it's magical.
That
Okay.
Okay,
they're
sorry,
not
sorry,
magical.
sorry.
Yeah. I am the least armed right now. Everyone else has some kind of weapon. I do not.
So what do these outfits look like?
They look gaudy and, well, they remind you of home. They remind you of a life that you could have had.
I'm standing in front of my bed, looking at the outfit, obviously, with a very disgusting look on my face.
Disgusting look or disgusted look? Because they're very different.
Both. I'm not pretty, as I scorn. Are they expecting us to put these on?
Do you see anything else you could wear?
My own clothing.
I mean, feel free. These are notably comfortable. I'm just not a fan personally. But I do change into. I say this all behind my decency screen as I'm like changing.
Yeah, I mean, I'll throw mine on.
Very eerily enough, they're your size. They fit very nice, very comfortable. Nice. You
Yeah, I
think these
figured.
outfits alone, 100 gold?
Easy money?
Money.
Easy
Easy
money.
money. Easy money.
Okay.
You could buy 10 houses in the shantytown with this.
Hey, yo.
Goodness.
Real 10 golds for a house in the shed. Oh, that's sad.
10
So
shanties
sad.
for the shanty.
I inspect the clothes for any magic.
You're looking about, and you do manage to see that there is a sigil, an arcane sigil, and a back inside of the dress. Of course, they're all dresses.
What's the arcane sigil?
Could be an arcana.
Hell yeah.
Because you're like, what the hell is this? It's not- You thought it was part of the aesthetic of the beautiful dress, and it is. You're like, oh, that's pretty cool. There's a lot of weird arcane sigils on the dress. Hey, it's part of the design choice.
Arcane sigils, okay. But since I don't know what it is, I'll say, look, Luneth, does anything seem odd about these?
They seem a little gaudy.
I meant beyond that.
Anyone?
And Luneth, you would understand these are very clearly conjured items from some other place. They've been brought here. It's what those markings are, conjuration magic. You
God,
feel
I hope I. Does that mean if we wear these and we go through dispel magic, we just naked?
Yep.
Nice.
Man,
These are
Inf-
conjured magic clothing.
man. Anyways, so I put them on. Can we? Are we good?
Yeah, you put them on, and Sandra, do you put on your clothing, or do you just stay as you are?
I'm gonna put my clothing too. Doesn't matter to me, because I have an armored AC anyway. I'm a fucking barbarian. I don't care what I wear as long as I'm naked. As long as I'm unarmored.
I stay as I am.
The four of you look at each other with this new visage. Each of you having these rather opulent and gaudy outfits.
I don't put it
strange
on.
arcane designs. You don't put it on. You
I don't
leave it
put
there.
it on.
Out of spite. Because that's what
The
blood
clothing, of course, the clothing you had is clearly of lower make. But as you all kind of are gathered here and look in a discerning grade of awkward, you notice that there is a slight knock at the door.
Enter. I'm not opening.
Doesn't
the door.
work that way, honey. You have to open it up from your side.
Go over there and open it.
As you open on up, you can't help but feel stunned for a moment. Not only is it your sister, but she is dressed in similar beautiful attire, but most notably, her stomach is swollen. She's a child.
Baby. Tag someone who's always
she
waking up pregnant.
And,
yeah.
and she is similarly stunned as she, Ash? doing here?
My hands are like a balled up, and like from behind I'm shaking a little bit as if I'm like angry or something, and then I like go up and I just like hug around her, being like, Alize.
Awkward at first. She embraces
What do you mean
you.
awkward?
No, for
What
her.
do you mean awkward?
She doesn't
Okay.
immediately hug you back, but then she does. Gives you a pat.
That a
I
girl.
thought it was mother and father that were here. Have they sent word?
No, but Ensign has. He told me of this.
Oh, Ensign, he's been sending me missives. Who are your
Ah,
coterie here?
well, this is Lunith. She is a scholar.
Hi.
This is shoot, Olivia's name is off my
Wow.
head. Claret. This she is my guard, and no, that's not Claret. That's Sentry.
It's Sentry.
And this is Claret. She is my jester.
Do you like the dresses?
No.
They're
Pretty. They're
pleasant.
very pretty.
Oh, is there something more to your liking that I could get for
Oh,
you?
she doesn't like
I realize
this sort of make.
I realize I blurted no out, and I say I'm not a fan of conjured clothing in the past. I apologize, but I would feel more comfortable just wearing my own. I apologize for this.
I lean forward and I say she's had the dispelling debacle.
Oh, yeah. I'll have a servant clean your outfit right then. We can't have you going about the sanctum looking like that. So, what is the occasion? She says as she tries to like draw you out to follow.
I follow a little bit.
Flame.
Ensign was very insistent. I come to your coronation.
He always is. But I'm glad that you're here, and no doubt you've traveled this far. So I take it you're here for the event.
To some regard, yes. I I feel awkward being in this sort of environment again, especially in a more magicked one, such as the one you've brought yourself to.
She stops before the flame. Oh, right. Well,
But
you would know
Right.
if you were at the wedding.
I was in other lands, far too far to catch up to the wedding.
Of course, it was only the most important day of my life. I'm glad you could make it for the coronation at least. Hammond would be pleased.
I'm uh and she and like you see like a very nervous Esh just like like twist the like some like frill or like thing that's dangling off her dress. I made it here, very least. Congratulations about the uh child.
Get
Have
knocked up.
you drawn a bow since your marriage?
What?
No?
Of course not. What I want? Why on earth would I want to do that?
I
Not sure if you're aware, but Hammond is a Draxkeer. To do something so pedestrian as draw a bowstring. Oh, Ash.
it was part of our that was part of our family. That
Look at
was
the old ways, Ash.
to be noblesse. You had to have been
Well, I've
gain
been there and I've
master
done that. And I see you're still on the road.
knowledge, wisdom, and strength. This is not. You couldn't have forgotten that much, have you? You call me. Sorry, I'm just. She just looks. Yeah, she's like biting her lower lip, a little holding back some emotions. Please.
All right, dear. And now, she kind of looks around briefly at the flame and then back at you and your company. There is some portents to your arrival. Though, I'll speak plainly with you, dear sister. I do appreciate your the lengths that I'm sure you've had to go to make it here at this time. I fear as though while I would like you to be here, I don't think it's safe for you.
Safe for me? Not at all.
Come with me. You
I
step
come with
into the
her.
flame.
I look back towards my group, and then I just turn and I go back towards go through the flame with my sister.
Monka S.
Big monkey ass.
Won't ask.
And I'm going to throw it to the players real quick. Do you want to continue? Or do you want to end it here?
I think it'd be good here.
Like to midnight or?
Yeah, I'm busy in like 30 minutes. So.
I can see a
Alright.
natural
I think
stopping
this is
point.
good.
And at that,
Yeah.
as you walk into the blue flame, end of the game. That's you're all
dead.
burned alive.
You're
Game's
dead.
over.
It's over.
The end. It was an illusion all along. At that, we'll end the session there. Thank you all for playing.
Thank you,
Dun, dun, dun.
Face off
You're a
there.
pretty cool guy.
Dice sitting on here.
Man.
I am
She's so
cool.
upset right now.
You're what?
She's so upset right now.
So upset.
Yeah.
Damn, Beans is leaving. Let's go.
So if I can speak a little bit of backstory behind a little backstory here. So
Wow.
my family, the Silver Lakes has this position called noblesse. To be a noblesse, you have to have been you have to gain mastery over knowledge, wisdom, and strength all at once. So my sister, long ago, mastered all of that she was smarter than anyone, she was more wise than anyone, and she was stronger than anyone. And then she got married. And to see her be just a wife is really upsetting Ash right now.
Deeply upsetting.
Absolute anger.
How dare she be happy? Or is she? Bum bum bum.
Oh no! What could it possibly be? Well, thank you all for joining us for another session of DiceTubers. DiceTubers. I can talk. They will be wizards. Let's give a shout outs to my wonderful guests over here for joining us.
Yeehaw.
Dice Queen D and Jen.
Yo!
Kid Sue.
Hey, yo.
Olivia Crowley. Make sure you go follow them all. And then Lou. He's just here.
It's me.
Not to self-promote too much, I'm actually going to be doing a Soul Level 1 Dark Souls right after this, so...
Ooh.
Damn, that sounds lit. People should watch that. IMO.
Yeah, you should definitely watch
Yeah,
it.
I should.
I think people should
fucking
watch that.
lit.
That sounds great. All right, but we're going to be getting out of here for tonight. Thank you all for joining us, and we will see you all next week.
Thanks for having me.
Have a good night, everyone.
Bye.
See you, gamers.
Bye, everyone. Bye.
This video was brought to you by the power and the support of the mighty executive gamers, who are known as Adam Admar, Greenlow, as well as the licensed gamers, who go by the names of Aaron Bunny, Gaijin, Lissa, Madam Melody. Let it also be known that these gamers, they are certified gamers. Do you also wish to become a gamer who is certified? Head on over to patreon.com/Voxandra to pledge your support today, and you can become a gamer who is certified.